All right, it is Friday, November 3rd. It's 12:40 p.m. Wrapping up my day. For anyone that has not watched my channel before, this is where I do a review of my trading day. And I am now currently trading two strategies. I have been trading PATS, price action trading system, max PATS system, for the past 3 years. I had stopped trading it about 2 months ago for a new strategy that I call Nlts. And I don't show the indicator that I base those trades off of, but I do have another chart off to the left, which has an indicator which I take my Nlts trades with. And I have the stats for those right here. And then as well as because I started running into some problems a week ago on that system with that strategy, I started drawing channels again, like Pat's system. And because I was drawing the channels again, sometimes I see Pat's setups that I will take because I think they're good setups. And if I recognize them and they look like a good setup to me, I figure I might as well take them. So now I'm keeping track of my stats with the Pat strategy as well. And for anyone that's new here, if you are interested in following my journey, this is just where I'm tracking the results of my new strategy as well as my PAT strategy now. And I show all of my accounts that I'm trading on Apex. I am a funded trader on Apex funded trading. And you can go to their website up here to check it out if you haven't seen it before. They are offering a 90% code right now for their evaluation accounts until November 7th. So that's going on until it's mid next week sometime. You can use this code or any other code you can find to get 90% off. Just make sure if you sign up that you do get 90% off. I don't think you ever want to pay more than 80%. So 90% is the best discount you can get. And let's see, tough week for me. Yesterday I had a loss, which was on the heels of last week where I got 5 losses, which was the most losses I've had in a week. Really, most losses I've had on YouTube combined in a short period. So I hadn't had 5 losses before last week at all on YouTube, and then in 1 week I got 5 losses, and then a loss yesterday. Now I like Apex for a lot of reasons, but I gotta say, Apex had some technical issues yesterday with Rhythmic, the connection, and they reset like a lot of people's accounts. I didn't request for a reset, and they actually reset my accounts. So these evaluations took a loss and a win yesterday, and these were down like $550 when I finished yesterday. And when I started today, these accounts were at a starting balance, and they had 1 trading day counted already. So that was awesome. And my 3 PA accounts that I've been trading so far, number 1, 3, and 4, were all blown as of the end of yesterday. And today they were brought back to life. So I gotta say thanks to Apex for, taking care of your traders. I wasn't affected on my losing trade yesterday by the problems that they were having, and they still reset it for me. So that's awesome. I appreciate that. Giving these a second life to have a chance. I'm still about 300 away from busting these accounts and blowing them up. So I'm just trading 1 contract at a time. What I decided to do is this was a fresh PA account that I traded for the first time yesterday, got 1 win. I decided I'd trade one contract on PA number 5, and I'm going to trade 1 contract on PA number 3, and just those 2 PAs only to be copied together, and as well as copying to my current 2 evaluation accounts. If they didn't reset these accounts, I probably would have bought 2 more evals today. But since I am copying the 2 PAs and the 2 evaluations, I feel like that's enough for me. I don't feel it's like the numbers get overwhelming when you're trading more than that when you have a bad day. So What else can I say? So I did have two wins today. Made about $110 on the PA accounts combined and $218 on the two evaluation accounts combined. I am trading two contracts on the evaluations and one contract on the PAs. And since I am now trading two strategies, I'm going to keep track of both sets of strategies. So with today's trades on my NLTS strategy, I am 37 and 10 overall over the course of my YouTube trading lifetime on this channel. And as of today, one of my trades was a PATS strategy, the higher low. So I'm 100% between the two trades on that strategy. And overall, I'm 39 and 10 on YouTube for 80%. This is the end of my 7th week, I believe. And yeah, so 3-1 for the week technically. But since they erased the loss from yesterday, I'm actually, according to my accounts, I'm 3-0. So having said that, let's take a look at the trades real quick and get this wrapped up without dragging on too long. So I started the day right about 6:50-ish or so in here, and had this channel up. I know there's some other channels that could be drawn potentially as like a spike in channel, but this one was the one that made the most sense to me, and so I stuck with it. And let's see here. Let's zoom in here. So not long after I started, we had a break of the big channel and had a new high. So I wasn't really looking for longs anymore. It wasn't completely clear. There was kind of like a failed second entry long here that I could have taken on PATS, but I didn't feel confident about it. I kind of felt like there was potentially another channel up that I didn't draw. So I didn't like it. I didn't like this pivot point here to trade into it since I go for ATICs. And I think I had a smaller measured move, which there was still room to. So maybe I should have taken that trade, but I just didn't feel good about it. And then there was another second entry long failure here, but it was all stacked up and I didn't feel good about that either. So I did have this down channel here that seemed to be confirmed at this point. And so I was looking for a retest of this low. And when I took this trade, the bars looked different. I forgot to refresh my cache in the cache folder when I started today. So these bars looked very different. There was like a great looking lower high here inside the range. So a second entry short, triple test with a lower high. It was just going right into the EMA though. I don't feel comfortable taking it, even though it's a flat EMA. If the bars were like this, obviously wouldn't have even considered that, but I was kind of considering it the way it looked. And then had a close down here on a different bar that opened lower and closed lower. And so I had an OJ that I entered. And because I knew that I had this range action happening, I didn't have a lot of room to my 8-tick profit target. And so when it got to here, the bars are totally different, like I said, but when it got to here, it looked like it was kind of trying to bounce up, right on the support. And so it had already gone, I don't even know how far it had gone, 5, 6, 7 ticks, something like that. So I decided to move my stop down and just lock in to make sure it didn't just bounce off the support and take off in the other direction. And so I was able to get 2 ticks on this one. It would have worked for the 8 ticks. And, honestly, if I wasn't drawing these ranges and channels and just trading it the way I was trading it originally, beyond 3 weeks ago, I would have not moved my stop at all and just stayed in it for the full 8 or 6 tick scalp. So, a little bit of, conflicted feelings, but I do think drawing the Pats channels and ranges is going to keep me out of bigger problems in the long run. So, unfortunately, I'm not able to lock in the full potential here, but I think I did the smart thing by just taking what I can get and not being greedy, knowing that this could have been a triple test and it could have bounced out of there. So if you watch my live recording of my session today, you'll see how this formed in the live video, and you'll see why I took it, but it doesn't reflect that here, the reasons to take it. And there was obviously no lower high that you could take for Pat's strategy here either, which was perfect on the other chart. So then had an LO here, but the reason why I didn't take this one is I had what I consider a channel up here, a break, a new high. I measured one leg up and I was looking for a second leg up when I found this channel, and this LO happened above the measured move. So even though I had found another blue channel that seemed to be legit and the green channel, so it was inside of two uptrends, just not sure yet what I'm doing when I reach a first measured move. This one obviously would have worked. It was in the context of a uptrend. So maybe, especially when it's inside two uptrends, but even if it's just inside one, maybe I can still take it. I have to watch and observe and check it out. All the other rules fit for my LO, for my secret strategy. So no reason I couldn't have taken it, but I chose to skip it. And then here, I took a Pat's entry. Basically, I had a first entry long here, and then a second entry long. Looked like it was failing underneath the EMA, and I wouldn't have taken a failure here because I had this blue channel that it was reacting to right on the key entry point. And so when I saw that this failure happened, and then the next bar ended up closing as a higher low right at the EMA, I didn't love that it didn't close above the EMA. If it closed above the EMA, I would have waited for my full scalp. But the fact that it was below it, I felt confident that we had trapped the shorts. But the problem here for me was I entered the trade here and it went to 7 ticks, and then it started coming back. And I get very uneasy. It's like a 4-tick failure to me, but like a 7-tick failure if you go for a 4-tick scalp. And so when it goes 7 and starts coming back, and the fact that this was kind of a subjective trade for me, which I don't really want to be taking subjective trades. The only reason I felt good about this was the context of inside a larger uptrend and at the key entry point, trapping shorts on a very bullish day, and overall, and the fact that I saw I could get in on this candle and it was going to close bullish by the time I entered it, or it seemed like it would at least close bullish. I felt pretty solid about it. I knew that was good for 4 ticks, and so when it went 7, I actually, in my head, I was moving it to a 4-tick scalp. I guess I miscalculated or just did it too fast. I don't know what I did, or I don't think I got slippage. Maybe I got slippage. I'll have to watch the video back. But it turns out I moved it to plus 3 ticks. I would have liked to have moved it to plus 4 and got a 4-tick scalp. That was the goal. That was what I was thinking in my head. Essentially, between my 2 trades today, it's as if I got a little bit better than a 4-tick scalp on 1 trade. And considering where I'm at with my confidence the past week or two, and especially since I haven't been trading Pat's strategy in quite some time, I'm happy with what I did here. You know, it looked like it was starting to reverse. It might have come back down to this channel before it went back up and made a new high. So I'm fine with what I did here. I just wish I had made it 4 ticks instead of 3. And I'll build confidence with Pat's strategy again over time now that I'm trading it again side by side with my other strategy. And this isn't a trade I would have normally taken in the past trading Pat's, but it was just so clear to me that the shorts would be trapped here that I felt like it was worth the risk, and the signal bar was, 6 ticks. So I'm risking 8 ticks on this trade when I've been risking, 20, 25, 30 ticks on some of my trades with my other strategy, which is definitely the downfall of that strategy is you have to have a 90% or better win rate for you to be able to accept those kinds of big losses on a trade. So it actually takes the pressure off taking a pat strategy when it's 8 ticks. It's like, it feels like the loss is nothing. I can make that up in less than 2 trades. So anyway, then the rest of the day, there was just really no setups. It kind of looked rangy to me above and below the EMA. So I drew the yellow range and we had a breakout that failed. We had an uptrend that I was tracking, but wasn't giving too much weight to. And it looks like we had this downtrend that had a break and now it's retested the low or made a new low. So I think that's it. I'm happy to have another chance at these PA accounts. I'm happy to finish the week off this way, erasing that loss from yesterday and having a little bit of green, 2 wins today. Both trades would have worked for the full scalp. Give me a little boost here. And these PAs, the 3 PAs, number 1, 3, and 4 are all within 300 of the trailing, like I said. So I'm just going to concentrate on one of those at a time and try to bring it back. And along with this PA that's fresh and has like virtually a full drawdown. So if all things go well, my hope and goal is that this account and this account, number 3 and 5, will qualify for a payout together at the same time. And if they do qualify for a payout at the same time, I'll have to see what I want to do, but likely I'll try to leave some amount in the account and not take a max payout, but between the 2 accounts should be able to recover the full amount of my expenses on Apex. So that's the idea. If I can get like 800 from each account, have a nice cushion to be able to continue to trade the accounts. And, if I'm able to withdraw 1600 right now at this point, that would mean I would be 300 in profit for my Apex trading. So that's the goal. That's the hope right now. Everything for me is about, working on the strategy and, tracking how well it does, as well as getting to a payout to pay myself back for Apex and to be trading for free from this point on, hopefully. If I pass any more evaluations, obviously there's more fees. If any of these renew, more fees. But right now I'm in a good place because even if there's a little bit more fees, if I can get 800 from 2 accounts, then I'm free and clear. I'm in the profit. And that would be great to finish off my year on a high note like that. So that's the goal, is just a payout from 2 accounts before the end of the year. And 18 minutes long. Okay, I think I've said it all. Let me think. Yeah, I think I covered it. So 39 wins, 10 losses on YouTube in 7 weeks. And I don't feel too bad about that. And for my NLTS strategy, we're at 79%. So we're right there. Pat's 2 trades, can't tell. I will tell you that in the past, I was roughly in the same area with Pat's strategy over a similar sample size or bigger. Some weeks I do great, some weeks not so much. But that's really it for the day. I will continue next week. If you are interested in this journey that I'm on, go ahead and subscribe. Give me some likes. If you think that you would like to watch me trade on a live stream, let me know in the comments. And I'm willing to do that. I don't know. I've never done it before, so I don't know how well the latency would be. My internet connections aren't super fast on the upload. So not sure how well it would work, but I'm willing to give it a try if anyone's interested. Like, subscribe, use the code, get 90% off Apex. This is the end of Friday, November 3rd, my 7th week on YouTube, and you know, either call it 5 weeks green, 2 weeks red, or because they erased my loss yesterday, 6 weeks green, 1 week red. That's it for now, and let's do it again next week. Thanks for watching.